downfall of being an older adult, 35 years and older, and wanting to go back to college. So on this page, we talk about scholarships and grants and how easy it is to access those particular resources for older adults, 35 years and older. However, we do not talk about the getting education. So returning back to school as an older adult can be a great way to gain new skills. You're able to change careers. You have the ability to pursue your passion, something you've always wanted to do. However, your president, Donald Trump, has proposed recent budget cuts, which they're going through Congress now. They're voting on them 99% of the time. This is going to pass. Now, a key concern is the impact of the federal education grants and the cuts. I'll get into that in another video. While some of these funding reductions are still being debated in Congress, the administration proposed budget has signaled a clear shift in priorities, which means education is not the number one or the number two priority. Let's talk about the potential downside for adults returning back to school. So number one, cuts to adult education and literacy programs. We like to call that the skinny budget because there was a time when education was important in this country, this respected country, not anymore. Now, you are probably aware of the WIOA, which is the Workforce Innovative and Opportunity Act. That's when an individual that is receiving some type of food stamps or unemployment have the option to go into these workforce centers and they can say, hey, can you assist me with getting into a program, or getting into a trade, or getting into an associate program, maybe helping me get a college degree. The next one, which is number two, is to reduce support for low-income students. Now, a lot of low-income students, and this doesn't have anything to do with your age, but it has something to do with your income, all right? So a lot of older adults relied on Pell Grants, federal student loans, programs that were specifically for low individuals who are wanting to go to minority serving institutions, Hispanic colleges, historically black colleges. They're not getting any money. They're not getting any support at all. Number three, the impact. One of the biggest impact is the cost of college. How much does it cost to go to college? How much does it cost to go and get an associate's degree, which is a 2-year program? How much does it cost to actually sit in a classroom and obtain a trade degree? Sometimes, most of the time, the degree, the cost that you pay for the degree does not weigh up to the cost that you will get in a yearly salary. It's not worth it anymore. And last but not least, uncertainty and disruption. So now we have delays and freezes in the disbursement of federal grants, student loans. We have significant layoffs from corporations and jobs. We don't know what it's going to look like. So older adults versus a younger person. Overall, the current financial climate for education, particularly older adults, again, 35 years and older, adult learners, is just uncertain. While some of the most drastic proposed cuts have not yet been finalized, the direction of the policy appears to be shifting away from education and educational programs to other programs like firearms, military. Education is not a focal point in the United States of America and will not be for the next 4 years.